And finally this Friday, our Channel 7 salute. It is almost here, baseball's opening day, that magical time when all things seem possible. Over the years, baseball made many things possible for thousands of people right here in the Bay Area, kids. And you're about to meet the man who made it all happen on the field and off. It's as perennial as spring flowers, the pop of leather, the crack of the bat. Okay, maybe it's more of a metallic clink these days, but the game is still the same. Bats and balls still the indispensable tools of America's pastime. For the better part of this century, the bats and balls were supplied by a man known simply as the sponsor.
And of course, it's a kid's game, but we never grow old for that.
Sam Bercovich never has. Though furniture was the Bercovich family business, baseball was the family passion. Beginning with the first Bercovich furniture team sponsored by Sam's father, Ed, in 1929, the Bercoviches wrote the checks that made baseball possible for more than 3,000 Oakland kids.
This was Bercovich's club that you played.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Ray Melgrady and Jug Mandish played for Sam back in the 30s.
I think way back for sure he probably bought my spikes because I remember not even having $3 to buy the old spikes that we used to go at Montgomery Ward's.
We lived for baseball, and we played Saturdays, Sundays, whatever we could do. And he furnishes the balls and the bats and uniforms, and he'd take us, after the season was over, he'd take us out for dinner or what have you, Took good care of us guys.
And his guys, in turn, honored Sam with championships, trophies, and enough memories to fill a museum. Success breeds success. So year after year, the Bercovich name and generosity attracted the best managers, coaches, and players. Talk baseball with Sam Bercovich, and you'll hear the roll called.
1927.
Yes.
Babe Ruth gives you an autograph.
Right.
And the best part is he's with Lou Gehrig.
That's right.
Names and deeds still fresh as the morning box scores.
Veda Pinson, he pitched for us his championship game.
Which was
that's Aaron Pointer. He was played with us, and he actually went to Houston in the major leagues. Frank Robinson won a game for us. In the 11th inning, we were behind by 2 runs.
Yeah, that's right. He's referring to the Frank Robinson, Hall of Famer. Ferris Fain, Curt Flood, John Flavin, more than 100 major leaguers began their careers wearing a Bercovich uniform on one of his Babe Ruth, American Legion, or Connie Mack League teams. Hundreds more played or managed in the minors. So much baseball, so many players, you'd think the memories would blur. Nope.
And it was 3-2 in the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 men on, and their their batter hit one to the right field fence, and Joe Piniella, whom you had mentioned, who was one of my kids, jumped up about 10 feet in right field, got the ball. We won that championship, and people say I jumped even higher on the sidelines. That I recall that as much as anything. Yeah, that's right.
The 16-year-old kid that made that catch is still teaching the lessons he learned on that team. Now is coach at Clayton Valley High in Concord.
Hey, that's what you can do with 2 outs. Hey, see what you can do with 2 outs? You got 2 outs.
Though Joe Piniella eventually played professionally, he still counts the catch as his biggest thrill, and Sam Bercovich as one of his biggest influences.
I've been in baseball all my life, starting with Sam. If it wasn't for guys like Sam and Bercovich, we wouldn't have summer baseball in Oakland.
But the Bercovich story is really bigger than baseball. That's because Sam and his family saw themselves as more than just sponsors. By providing good coaches, a ball, bat, and a glove, the Bercoviches believed they were also building solid citizens. And Sam's proudest accolades can't possibly fit at his basement. The ones from his former players, neither rich nor famous.
A young man walks up and said, Sam, I'm Wilmer Ash. I played baseball for you. I'm a tax accountant. Where I grew up, I was in the ghetto, and 2 of my friends ended up in San Quentin. But in order to be able to play for the Bercoviches, I turned around.
So, as a new generation prepares for yet another season between the white lines, perhaps it is altogether fitting to say thanks to the man who made so many seasons possible, made so many lives better.
All of them got their start with Sam. He helped so many of us.
Once, a long, long time ago, these were the boys of summer. They were Sam's boys.
Sam, thank you for everything. Everything you've done for me and for kids.
And it's a lot. So tonight we salute Sam Bercovich, whose generosity and love of the game made America's pastime possible for thousands of young people. And by the way, Sam turned 82 on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Sam. We heard about Sam from one of his former players, and if you know someone we should salute, please write to us at 900 Front Street, San Francisco, 94111. We would be happy and proud to tell the story.
Oh, what a wonderful man. Watching that story.
Oh, he is full of energy, and think of all the lives he's touched over the years. Thousands of kids, and it's so much, so far beyond just baseball, life lessons.
With just one man being able to do all that. That was wonderful.
Oh, he's a remarkable fellow.
Oh, terrific.
Happy
Great
birthday,
story.
Sam.
Yeah, happy birthday, Sam. 82.
All right, that'll do it for us. For Terrell and Pete and Martin, I'm Dan Ashley. Thanks so much for the company.
Dan and I will see you again at 11. Until then, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Good night.
Good night.